Right, here we go then. Lovely sunny day. Stick my hazmat suit on. Got my smoker ready. Can't believe the weather, it's absolutely fantastic. Well, little buds are coming out. Look at the little buds on this tree, Kevin, above your head.
You got your hive too?
Yeah. I'll just zip myself in. Oh.
Good. Chop your beard.
Oh, what's the beard?
No worse than zipping your beard up with your hat thing.
Well, there is worse, but we'll not talk about it. Keep it clean. There's the only awkward bit about it, trying to get yourself zipped in.
There.
That felt good. Put your hive tool. I measured on the, I had a look on the digital temperature gauge and it's about 14 degrees, so that's perfect. So let's go and look at them bees. A little puff. That's a 10 frame Langstroth, Put a bit of polystyrene there just to keep them warm. Just give them a quick smoke. And the smoke's just to calm them down a bit, encourage them to go and have some honey. Now these can get a bit lively, these bees, so we'll see how we get on. I've opened up the entrance, I don't know if you want to go down and have a look at it. That's just because the bee traffic was so heavy, I thought it was a good idea.
I'm getting bopped.
Right.
Oh, on your hand, on my column.
You get it?
I think so.
A bit of the sun.
Yeah.
I've got another one joined me here. Oh, there's a couple of them there. Another one here. Pollen on. It's like a white pollen. This one's got like a white pollen on it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get in. See what they're doing. So those packets that you see, that's canned opaline. That's what we're currently feeding them. Now we're not going to do a full inspection. We're just going to have a quick squint. Just to see how they're getting on. They're very interested in me at the minute. See what's happening. So there they are.
You did squash some when you put it on.
Yeah, and all down in between there. A couple of casualties. I'll rearrange that in a minute. Don't want to use too much smoke, just enough to just calm them down a bit. One thing I hate is killing bees, but unfortunately you always get a few casualties. because it's so warm today, they're quite calm.
Look at that one there.
Where? Yeah.
There's little pollen baskets full.
This, as I was saying, this is candopoline. This is a mixture of fondant. I think it'll be honey and pollen.
And
You can
B
see-
vitamins. No pun intended.
Oh, very interested in it. And a few dead bees in the bottom. That's to be expected. See?
Oh yes, you can make that out.
I might actually lift the whole thing, do you think? These are just blank frames. It's just dead. Yeah, that tiny dead bee. They're just wax foundation.
Oh, look, there's one on the
And the
floor.
bees draw them out, and this is a franking frame. Let's have a look at this. This bee here is keeping an eye on me.
Yeah, there's one on my phone.
I don't want to get them too excited. As I say, the weather's absolutely perfect today. Right, this is a franking frame. This is a, as I was saying, this is a Langstroth hive, and this frame is actually how we got this colony going. Oh, there they're going on the. They're getting on that honey. And this comb, I'm going to leave it on. This comb on the side here, this is what they call burr comb. So they've developed the side of the frame, because these frames are slightly smaller. This came from the national hive, the green one behind me, when we first got the colony. So we split the colony, and that's how we started this one. But because the frames are smaller, I had to put some little lugs on so that it'll actually fit in, so I could give this hive some resources from the other one.
Can you push that one to the edge? There's no eggs in.
What's that? Yeah, could do.
We're trying to get these out of this hive because obviously we don't want these crappy frames to stay in all the time.
Yeah, so just leave it on the,
Yeah.
right on the edge.
Yep.
I'll do that then. Okay, this is a normal Langstroth frame. I don't think there's much on here actually. Let's find out. Okay, there's not much here. There's just a bit of, they've drawn out just this little bit. So this is just the foundation you can see here. And then they've drawn all this out, made all the little honeycomb. And there's just a lot of pollen and nectar that they're storing away. Again, pollen and nectar, you can see how we've drawn it out in this big arc shape. And that's quite normal. Now this next one was the main frame. I'm hoping to see brood on this frame. And this is probably, as far as the inspection's going, it'll probably be as far as we go. I can see lots of bees. Give them a little smoke.
So can you put some my way as well?
What's that? Alright. So this is the main frame, so hopefully we're going to see. Okay, there you go.
Oh, we've got lava.
So I'll get it in the sun, Heather. So again, this one's got lugs on it, so this is why we couldn't pull this frame out, because this is the main brood frame. So you can see in here, see the band of colour? Try and get it in the sun, Heather, don't get too close. The band of colour here, that's all pollen, and we've got nectar on the outside, this whole patch here is brood. And then if you look at the top here, you can see the white, early white, like little grubs. Can you see them? Yeah?
I can't see anything in the way all the reflections are.
Don't get too close because it won't focus. So what I need to do is to see, one, whether we can see the queen, and two, whether we've got any eggs. It's definitely brood, and it's definitely pollen. That's fantastic. Can't see queen.
Can you turn it so I can see?
And there's brood on that side as well. There's a bee there with pollen. And this up in the corner here should be the same on this corner. So that's capped honey. So we've got capped honey. Haven't got much pollen. There's the queen.
No.
Pull away. She's got just a bit of green on her. See it?
Yeah.
Next to the one with the pollen on. Let's just hold it up in the light. So that's fantastic. So our queenie survived. That's awesome. And then I think I can see eggs. That's hard with the light actually. Without the glasses on. Oh, where's she gone? No, there she is. So that's fantastic. So this frame's got brood in all stages, they call it. So we've got little tiny grubs, and little pearly white grubs, which are just about to be capped. And then we've got capped brood. So these will be capped about day 9. And it takes them 21 days to hatch out. And the poor little bees only live for about 6 weeks. But that's, I've seen everything I need to see there. I would have liked to have seen more eggs, but the fact that there's brood, capped brood. We'll just have a quick look at this next frame just to see. Let's try and keep that queen safe. Whoa. Yeah, they don't like it if you make sharp movements or noises. So I just clicked the frame. So they decided to fly up. But they're alright. So let's just see how much brood. So I'm really hoping that there's some brood on this frame, but there may not be. Yeah, there is. That's fantastic.
Oh, good in.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I'm really pleased about that. So yeah, we've got a really strong Langstroth frame now, covered in brood. Not much stores on this one, like that other one had honey on it. There's not much in the way of stores, there's no honey on there, but that'll all change when they start to build up. But there's a really big patch of brood, that's fantastic. Let's see if it goes on the other side as well. Okay, we've got brood on this side. We've got
newbie.
Nectar. Where's that? Gather?
Little fluffy one.
What there?
Going up to the. There's a couple. There's a few fluffy ones.
Yeah, you can see the stores here. So we've got nectar. See it's shiny. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
I'll try and get it in the sunshine. Because I keep putting it in the shade, which is crazy, but there you go.
The sun's shining from behind me, isn't it?
Right, so you've got nectar along here, and you've got all of the different colours of all the different pollens that they're bringing in. So this whole area here is pollen, which is fantastic. So that's really, really good. Really pleased about that. So that will, when we start to remove the other frames, the other franking frames as we call them, when we remove them, that'll become the centre of the brood nest. So it's got to be really careful not to trap the bees when you're putting frames back together, so you have to wiggle them. Maybe give them a little bit of smoke. Just to encourage them to go down. And there you go, so I've now knitted those two frames back together exactly how they were. So if you look on there, down there, if you see there, further over, Kev? Yeah, there. So you knit them back together exactly where the comb was. So you know that everything's back like they used to. It's probably going to be the last frame of brood, but we'll see. As you can probably hear, they're starting to get a bit more excited. So we'll make this one the last frame because I didn't really want to be in that one. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of brood on here, or at least stores. So yeah, so this is the edge of the brood nest now. So there's no brood here, but all of this is pollen. That's fantastic. They've made themselves a little hatch so that they can go backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. And there's pollen on that as well. So that's really the end of the nest. There's more frames to go, but that's more old resources, it looks like. I think I'll just leave them as they are. I was possibly going to change things around, but I think I'll just leave them alone. I'm desperately trying to get rid of this franking
I would
frame.
leave that one at the end because it's just food on it.
You think?
Mhm.
No, I'm going to leave it next to the nest. I'm trying to keep the nest the same at the moment. I don't really want to disturb anything. There's lots of dead bees in the bottom here, so I think maybe we should take it off and get rid of them, do you think?
Yep. Maintain good hygiene and all that.
And just if anybody's wondering, no, the bees can't get coronavirus, so I don't need to be 2 meters away from them. Just saying.
Smoke them so you don't squash them.
I'll just peel that out, put that in there. And that's them baby bees. I wouldn't have stayed in as long as I have, but because the weather is so warm, it's an ideal time to do a bit of clean up as well as making sure everybody's alright. And this feed's just to tide them over till the nectar flow starts, and most of the fruit trees start to produce nectar. Am I doing it?
Yep.
So I'll just cover these up. This is an eek or a spacer. It just allows you to put feed on top of the frames. This is an inner cover or a crown board. And the circle here is where we put the sugar feeder on, but we're not feeding them sugar syrup at the minute. And I'll just put the polystyrene on just to keep everybody nice and snug. Let's see if I can actually lift this. What I'm going to do is lift them off and clean the dead bees out from the bottom board. Nothing underneath, Heather? Heather?
No.
Okay, so we've got a whole load of garbage and dead bees. You can see here where I was saying about what looks like breadcrumbs, there's actually wax cappings.
Fondant, isn't it?
Oh, a bit of fondant or something. That's actually not bad at all, I would say. Let's just get rid of them. There we go. Probably wondering what's going on. Yeah, I've seen it. Determined to get me. Can't see. Oh, doing it the wrong way. Should be here. Come on, bee. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's get them back on. Wondering what the hell's going on. It's important to have everything lined up. Got it?
Yep.
And that's it. And that's them bees.
Need your lid on. Come on, get off.
That's the first quick inspection of this year. And to be honest, we saw everything that we needed to see. Which is great. I'm covered in them.
What do you reckon to that then?
Fantastic.